Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Xco Gamers. I'm Jacob,
I'm JP.
and today we're going to talk about some of our top 10, and we're going to say suggestions. We're just not definitive, but our top 10s for the systems that we collect for. JP's going to be doing the good old PS4.
Yeah.
You were trying too hard there, pal.
I was trying.
You
I
were.
didn't know
You
what to do.
were.
You keep flashing. Like, I don't know what's going on with
I,
the screen.
I keep
Like,
flashing.
yeah, and then you
Ooh,
freeze. And
I
it like
didn't freeze.
I was going to do something cool with my hands, and then you froze, and I got nervous and backed out.
I Well, for the record, I think it's just the internet connection. Like, you look
Probably.
fine on my screen, other than being really grainy. But
No grainy.
anyway, and I will be doing Nintendo 64. As you can see, we're doing virtual again today because honestly, it made our production process so much quicker. I was literally after I got off the phone with you last night, I think I spent maybe 25 minutes editing.
Oh,
If
that's
I
not.
don't even think I didn't even do a lot of editing because I was like, honestly, I was going to cut out the parts where like I got up and was like talking to my grandmother, but I was like, honestly, that added to the like
Yeah, no.
whole vibe of this podcast. So I
Leave
was
it
like,
in
you know
there.
what? It's in there. It's in there.
It's
It was a
history.
raw cut. I'm telling you right now that hold on, I gotta mute my friends in Discord. They are we'll mute it for an
Tell
hour.
them to shut the heck up. We don't need that kind of drama.
Yeah, like they're just they're both off today, so I'll probably end up playing with them as soon as I'm done here.
Oh, look
Send
at
this
you.
message real quick. But we are we're going to talk about our top tens today. Do you have any before we start this? Do we have any exciting news in the game world? Any topics you want to bring up before we tackle our list?
I mean, I'm super excited for a game that comes out this month. I was going to
What's
download the
that?
demo, Visions of Mana.
Oh, you were telling me about
Yeah,
that. Go ahead.
they released the demo for it sometime this week. I don't know what day, and you get 3 weapons if you participate in it. So I was going to download that today, and
I'm
then
I'm
that's it. Yeah.
I miss companies actually giving you like something for participating in a demo
Oh, I love
and
that.
being loyal or even being what's the term? Oh, anyways, being loyal to the project before it's even finished.
Yeah, and I
Um,
mean that's just awesome.
and say progress moving forward after you get out of a demo is always nice too.
I don't know
Is
how
it?
much the demo covers. I don't know if it lets you transfer. I haven't looked into it. I just saw like, hey, demo, free items. And I was like, yeah, sign me up.
Heck yeah, man. Um, let's see here. I don't know if I have anything going on. Like I renewed my Final Fantasy 14
Oh
subscription,
man,
and you and I have played like the last couple nights, and that's been about it.
dude, that's cool. I've been playing it this morning.
Actually, I have a milestone to announce.
Oh
I am
gosh.
finally in the phase of playing Phasmophobia without being scared shitless of the ghost. I
Okay.
apologize for the language, people. We try to keep it clean, but there was no other word to use. All right.
That's the only way to describe it.
Yes, it really was. Like I do not do well with horror games. I was telling you this. I do not do well with them. But me and my friends, we love Phas, and I finally was like, you know what? I've died 100 times over. I know what's going to happen. So I'm just like, I'm like, where are you, Ghost? Where are you?
I got this.
I need to play it in VR. I have my VR set up, and I need to play it. But
I
it's
almost broke my VR headset playing Resident Evil 7 in VR. And you
oh
get to
my
like that very
god.
beginning part where you're trying to sneak bad like I guess the old lady, and she sees you and she runs up and grabs your face and screams in it. And when that happened, I almost committed genocide in my pants. It was awful. Like it was not a great time. It changed me as a person. I don't feel the same after that moment. That happened like 6, 7 years ago.
It doesn't sound like you are.
Yeah, no, that was a very terrible day
Uh,
in my life.
it sounds like it. It sounds
Let's just
awful.
say I didn't do anything else after that. That's as far as I made it in Resident Evil 7. I've not gone back.
The farthest I made it, me and my stepdad were playing it at one point. That used to be our thing, is we play games together. We done Link to the Past like that. That's actually where my love for Zelda started, was me playing it with my stepdad.
Okay.
And we were playing Resident Evil 7, and like I said, I don't do well with horror games. And I got to the part where you're in the garage, and he looks you in the eye, or he grabs you, and he's like, "You want to see something beautiful?" It's like, okay,
I'm good.
I'm done. Yeah, I was done after that. Like, I will say I do better in games that you can actually like defend yourself off of what like demon, ghost, zombie, whatever. Like if you can like kill it, that's fine. But like something
Yeah.
like Alien Isolation, where I'd have to run and hide from the alien, and, like can't do anything, I could not do that. Nope.
No. Nope.
I
I'm
will
good.
actually. I wouldn't mind watching someone play the Alien games. Honestly, I wouldn't mind watching the Alien movies. I'm actually not watched any of them,
Yeah.
and I saw the trailer for the new one when I went to see Deadpool, and it looks really good. I think I may have to go watch it.
Do it. Let me know how it is, because I'll never watch it.
Yeah, I know you're not a movie guy, and honestly, like it like we get along on the game on the level of games, but it just I hate it because a lot of the references I make are movie references,
And they just
and
go
I'll
right
say it,
over.
and it goes right over your head. You'll laugh at it, and I think it's mostly out of kindness, which I
Oh, yeah,
appreciate. Yeah, and then I'm like, cool. And then I'm like, yeah, so he totally got that reference. And I'll be like talking about the movie later, and he's like, no,
Yep,
no,
never
I
seen
don't
it.
know. I've never seen it. Never seen it. Never watched it.
Oh, they would probably. Anybody who watches the channel, if we went through a list of like the staple movies you have to see, the amount that I haven't seen would make people cry.
You know what? Maybe we should do that as a fun little snippet. Not right now because I am not prepped, but um, maybe we'll do that. Maybe like a top 10 movies you should probably watch before you die, and see if you've seen these. And granted,
Oh,
that will be once again that'll be my list of movies that I think you need to watch before you die. Not like I'm not a film student, so it's not going to be like Citizen Kane or anything like that.
no, yeah, I would say I might get one out of your
I'll
top
take
10,
it,
unless it's Jurassic Park. If you name any, I've seen them all except the last two.
dude. I enjoy Jurassic Park.
I
Anything
love it.
Steven Spielberg, I enjoy.
Anything
Steven
dinosaurs.
Spielberg is awesome. You know, like I love Animaniacs. He done that. He done Tiny Toons. I mean, if Spielberg puts his name on it, I'll probably watch it.
Oh,
His version of West Side Story wasn't bad either.
I haven't heard that one.
It's a musical.
Oh,
I'm surprised Chastity hasn't talked about it at least once.
she probably
I mean,
has.
it's really just a retelling of Romeo and Juliet, but like 1960s New York.
That sounds hilarious.
It's not bad. It's really really good. I love it so
I have
much.
to watch that one.
Yeah, there's one that was done in the 60s, and then Steven Spielberg done a very recent one with Rachel Ziegler, I believe is how you say that. And
Ziegler.
she done the new Hunger Games movie recently.
Okay. I
Yeah.
haven't seen any of the Hunger Games, but Jennifer Lawrence. Oh.
Son, have you watched we'll stop talking about movies here momentarily, people. Have you watched No Hard Feelings on Netflix yet?
Bits and pieces.
Dude, that movie is phenomenal. It's
That's the one
hilarious.
where she dates the younger guy, right?
Yes.
I've seen
Yes.
the bits and pieces I have seen are not the appropriate pieces to talk about.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's how much I've watched.
I love that movie. I watched it. It was hilarious.
The
I
beach
would probably
scene.
watch it again. It was good. All right. Let's get on to the topic at hand because we have talked for 10 minutes about movies. That's one thing I love about us is that we can say, "Oh, this is the topic of the episode," and then it never becomes the topic of the episode.
No, we'll go
get
10
to
minutes.
it eventually, people.
Yeah, you just
We'll
gotta be
get to it
patient.
eventually. Yeah, you just gotta be patient. We still got 15 minutes to fill. Don't you worry.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Alrighty.
Unlike my prom night, you know. Anyway, I don't know why I said prom night. I was going to say my prom date, but you know,
it was a terrible day.
We're just going to forget that. We're going to forget that attempt at a joke. Who's going first?
Who went first last episode?
I did, so I think you should.
Gotcha. So I just brought a bag, so I'm just going to randomly reach in the bag. These are in no particular order, and whatever I grab is what we're going to talk about. So,
well, I'm in the same boat here because I've done Nintendo 64, so.
Oh, yeah. All right, my first
I
game
know
of
what a couple of
discussion.
these are.
Oh, okay. So this is one of my favorite games of all time. I've talked about this one on the channel before. I recommend this game and this game series to anybody who's in RPGs. But the Dot Hack GU series. This is the second series, like second portion of the games. You have the first four that are on PS2 only, and then you have the GU series. I absolutely love this game. Basically, it's an MMO, like it's a fake MMORPG. So the game's based on one, but it's not actually one, and people keep getting put in like these comatose states, and you're trying to figure out what's happening to them, and you get all these different kind of allies. You can't play as the allies, but they feel like real people because the way you talk and interact with them. Really interesting way they did this game. I really hope they do something else in this series because this is just fantastic, and the characters are really well made, and I just love it. This is like my favorite game. Like I would say in my all-time favorite games on any just overall, this ranks in like the top 5 easily.
Now, Doc Hack has also an anime. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And do they follow the same series as the games?
I have never watched the animes.
Okay.
I'm a terrible
Fair
person.
enough.
I know the first game, if I'm not mistaken, the anime follows a different protagonist. He's in the first series, but so the main character for the first series of the games is named Kite that you play as.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the anime follows a character named Elk. He's in the game as like a person you can recruit, but he's not like the main focus of the game.
Yeah, gotcha.
But no, I mean, I absolutely love that game.
I'm in the same boat because I love Persona. I've talked to you about Persona. Persona has been mentioned on this podcast a couple times now, and there are animes that follow each game. And I have not watched 3 yet. I haven't beaten it though. I wanted to beat 3 and then watch the anime, but there's like 5 movies, and I'm like, oh my god!
I didn't know the Persona series did animes to the games.
Yeah, there's one for 5 and 3. I don't know about 4, but I know there's one. There's movies. It's movies for 3, and I think 5 was a series. If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong on that. So I guess it's my turn now, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know which one to pick from. Like I just have a stack here. These are not in any particular order, people. I am just pulling from a stack. First one, a heavy hitter, and also considered quite rare. We have Paper Mario for Nintendo 64.
I have not played that one.
I admittedly have not beaten it. I played a considerable amount of it. Matter of fact, I woke up this morning in kind of a Nintendo mood, so I think I may pop that bad boy in and play it sometime for a little bit today. But Paper Mario, like, obviously is a very beloved series. The RPGs are, from what I played, pretty good. I won't say amazing because I haven't beaten any of them yet, but I thoroughly enjoyed Super Mario RPG. I did beat that. I thought it was really good.
That was a blast.
While it is different, it's not the same thing. I know, people. I know. But the story is still good. I enjoy it. And it's just such a different take from Mario in general. And a bold move, especially when it came out like in early 2000.
Oh, yeah.
It's... Nintendo doesn't normally let other people handle their IPs, but they let Intelligent Systems do this. And I mean, they went on to do, I think, almost every Paper Mario game. And then they done... I believe the Mario and Luigi series. Let me double check that. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one.
I want to see who developed that. I know it was another studio though.
I thought I had one over here. I could just grab real quick and see if it said on the case. I do not.
Hold on. I got it. I got you. Hold on. Okay, so it actually looks like this was a different studio. It was Alpha Dream who done. It looks like Superstar Saga, Partners in Time. So I was wrong on that one. But I mean, still, RPGs for Mario is a little bit different, but I fully welcome them and enjoy them thoroughly.
Oh, yeah. You got to. Anything Mario almost is guaranteed going to be pretty solid.
Oh yeah, no, Nintendo is very careful with their IP, and that's something I do respect, is they're not letting people degrade their product, right?
Yes.
But I do wish that, like, we saw another Nintendo character get that much love. Not saying any names, But
Which one are you
Link,
talking about? Oh, Link. I was thinking Kirby. Kirby gets no love. Well, no, he just got that
Kirby,
game. Yeah, he just got that game, Forgotten Lands. That's a really good one.
yeah,
But that was like the
that and
first
they
one we
done.
got that was insanely. Well, no, I might have to backtrack a little bit. He does get a little bit more love.
You got a remake too,
Yeah.
which I mean, I am complaining for no reason, to be honest with you. When you think about it, with this generation, we have Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild
Mhm.
2, Link's Awakening, and then Skyward Sword remake,
Yep.
and then there's a new one coming out, which I'm kind of excited for, but also kind of worried. Is the new one, like Echoes or something like that? You play as Zelda.
Yeah,
It's
Legend of
just
Zelda.
recent, yeah, just recently got announced. And dude, I'm like trying to tell myself I don't need that Switch Lite.
Yeah, no, that light looks sick. Looks really good.
I'm gonna hand it back over to you though, because if we talk about, because we were discussing this yesterday, and I'll tell the people this. JP is one of the very few people when it comes to collecting that could probably twist my arm and get me to buy something when I don't need
Oh,
it.
absolutely. I will peer pressure you into it until you buy it and then
I
laugh at you. And then admire
Yeah,
it from a distance.
yeah, no, it's a vicious cycle because I think we do it to each other,
Yes.
and so I try to be careful of saying what I want or what I've been wanting to buy around you because I know that you will talk me into it
Just be like, you know
eventually.
what?
Maybe not right away, but
So I went ahead and added it to my cart, Jacob. If you want to just go ahead and send me your credit card stuff, I'll go ahead and buy it for you with your credit card and have it shipped to you. Just, just helping you out, man. Just helping you out.
you're you're so kind. You're so
Just a
kind.
little.
Go
All
ahead with
right.
your next one, sir.
Let's see what's in the magical bag. Can I talk about this one? I cannot talk about that one. That was the one thing we talked about before the podcast started.
Oh
I have to
yeah,
wait till the
yeah,
end of
yeah.
it. Let's just grab this. Oh, so this is one of my other favorite games of all times. The Dynasty Warriors Extreme Legends 8. I absolutely love this series. This game in particular, I would say probably be my favorite. Just because it has four characters that the Dynasty Warriors 8 doesn't have, and one of those being Lubu's daughter. I absolutely love her. I don't know why. She's just her weapon in the game is just fantastic. So, but this is just an endless 1 versus 1,000 kind of hack and slash beat 'em up. Very fun. There's like all these different playable characters you can get. I think this game has over 80. Yeah, like 82 playable characters. And then there's 5 new characters they added in this one that's not in the Dynasty Warriors 8. And it's just such what I love about it, it doesn't take any thought. You just put the
It's
game
a
in and
very.
grab the controller and go.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's mind numbing. And
Yes.
it's like it's a good thing to pick up like after you've had a long day of class or a long day of work
Yep.
and you just want to unwind, you want to relax. Dynasty Warriors is a good selection for that.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older and like now I have this job where I have to get up so early. I get home in the evenings and I just want to relax a little bit.
And this
And
doesn't take any thoughts at all. You
nope,
literally just button smash and
yep.
fight thousands of soldiers. And you feel like you've accomplished something at the end of the stage. Like you feel like you put work in and you just hit square and moved forward. That's it. And it's great. I love it.
And there's a reason they're so successful.
They're coming out with a new one that I'm super excited for. I just hope they don't mess it up.
How do you
Really
mess
hope.
up a dynasty? How do you
So
mess up a Dynasty Warrior games?
the way that they're looking like this, because the way these games are made, you get all these playable characters, and they each kind of follow not the same story, but kind of the same story. Like they get to the same path, like same goal. And the in this one, it looks like they're picking one protagonist, and you have to kind of make choices that determines what happens next, like which line, like which way you go in the story, and like which fraction you go with. And then depending on what characters are playable is how you build your, I guess, your friendship up with them, and then you're able to use them. But it just seems like it's more focused on one playable character instead of having all these crazy amounts of playable characters.
Fair
And
enough.
if I can't get my other playable characters, I will boycott and I will go and destroy Koi or Koei. Yeah, Koei Tecmo. They will die. This is a warning to them. Don't mess my game up.
Don't mess my game. Oh my god, you're threatening developers now.
I'm
This what
threatening them.
is this what we've become?
This is exactly. I need my Dynasty Warriors drug, and I feel like they're going to give me just the tip, and I need more than just the tip.
Just
Just a little bit more than the tip. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, just a little.
Good Lord. My
Yeah.
next one. There's been murders committed to this game. That is 110% confirmed.
Oh God.
Mario Party.
Oh yeah. Which one? I didn't see it.
That is the very first one.
Okay.
I mean, they're all good, especially on the Nintendo 64, right? But I wanted to go ahead and just get the first one because, like, I mean, that's the start of the series, and that's what I love about the Nintendo 64. Is the Nintendo 64 was still a generation of where companies were still willing to take risk and create new things. And then you come and see this game like Mario Party. It's designed for all four of your friends to come over and play. And honestly, it's so fun. It's really fun until you get to the end and you're like, yeah, I have 4 stars. I'm going to win this thing because I won most of the mini games. I pulled my weight. I'm going to win. And then they're like, by the way, we have some additional stars to award. And then somehow that little prick Luigi gets like 3 stars for sitting on his hind end the whole game, and I've been over here slaving away.
Freaking true, man. That game. I want to know if Nintendo knew how many friendships they were going to ruin with that game.
Oh,
like,
yes.
They had to know.
Oh, yes.
Because that game is just brutal.
Oh, many of friendships have been ruined due to that, my friend.
Oh, absolutely has to be. There's just no way. I'm just saying right now.
Why is there a what?
Oh, what happened?
Dude, there was a bubbles and like a thumbs down. That was weird.
Who doesn't like this show? I'll kill him.
We're not live streaming. That's the weird part.
We've been hacked.
Apparently.
It's the Germans.
Germans? That was so weird, though. No, I guess that's your iPhone doing that. That was crazy.
Oh, no. I
don't know.
Anything. There might be a ghost in here.
That's what it is. Your house is haunted. We knew it.
Wouldn't surprise me. There's been some crazy stuff that happened in here. I'm not saying it's haunted, but I'm not also saying it's not haunted. So
I'm going to ask questions about that, but we're going to save it for the end.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely asking questions about that, but I'm saving that for the end. Let's knock the main task out, because if we start this now, this whole podcast, this whole thing's going to go off the rails. Okay.
Top 10 ghost stories, movie titles, and video games. I love it.
Is it my turn now? Or no, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Yes. All right, let's do this one. This is a fun one. Yeah, so this is... So, we've talked about this one already a little bit, but I had to put it in this video just because of how much of my life it's been stealing again. But it's Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn 14.
It's not what I thought it was.
This is a online MMORPG, and basically it is amazing. This is the base game, and I think it's when it's what? You have Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and Dawntrail just released. So it's like 5 expansions deep into this game, and it is fantastic. I have been playing this. I looked before I got back on it and like renewed my subscription and stuff. I had put over 400 hours into this game.
That does not surprise me.
And it's just gotten worse.
I've only got 50 hours into it, and I mean, it's fun. It's addictive.
I'm loving it.
I don't understand why it is. Like, honestly, because I was imagining like someone watching this on YouTube, like watching us play Final Fantasy 14, and I was like, that has to be the most boring game to watch ever.
Yeah, because there's not much going on. Like, you're not really doing any attacks. You're just pressing a button and then waiting for it to cool down and then pressing the button again.
Yeah.
And that's the combat. Like, nothing crazy. But it is just so good. And these boss fights in there, man, it gets freaking wild. Like, it is a blast. And I'm level 78 with my Dragoon, and I'm 2 levels away from getting the 2 new jobs. I'm cannot wait. I'm going to be a Pictomancer, and I'm going to draw paintings. Draw myself. I'm going to draw you, Jacob, just with my little paintbrush.
So sweet. That's what I love about you, friend. You're just out there giving your whole heart.
I'm trying. The only
Like,
thing I can say I kind of don't like about it, but I get why they have to do it. So you buy the game, and then you have to pay
mhm.
a subscription price. It's like $14 a month, but it goes back into the game. Like it's not. It's going towards like maintenance and stuff.
I am with you there. Like that was my first like I guess no, I'm not playing this reason was because of the subscription. I was like, I'm not paying a subscription for a game I paid $20 for.
Yeah,
Um,
you're paying almost in subscription price what you paid for the game.
yeah. But I get it. Like there's maintenance that goes into the servers and they have to be constantly ongoing and it is a massive I mean, tons of people play this game.
Yeah,
So they need it to keep the maintenance of the server up. And honestly, the price is pretty reasonable. I'm paying $13 a month. Like it's not bad.
yeah, no,
Which
it's not bad at all.
mine's not auto renew because I know I'm scared to death that you're going to abandon me.
I have been playing this for back in what May maybe. I think it's when we started playing it hardcore, and I've played it every single day of my life since then.
God,
So yeah,
there
yeah,
is
it's
games
taken
in
up a
your
lot of time.
backlog you need to beat, JP.
I can't. I
I
can't.
know,
I
I
can't.
know.
I got to get my Dragoon to level 100. So I feel like I've accomplished something with myself.
Fair enough. My next pick is a little controversial.
Oh my gosh.
Not controversial, but like some people either love this series or they hate it. There is no in between, and that is Star Fox 64.
Yes.
And I get why people don't like it. It's a rail shooter, right? But it's kind of fun. It has a cool, like, kind of sci-fi, but like cartoonish vibe to it. Like, if there was a Star Fox TV show, I would totally watch it, especially
Oh,
if I
I
was a
would
lot
too.
younger.
Yeah,
Or Star
absolutely.
Fox movie, especially now that we got Super Mario Brothers. And then there's even talks of a live-action Zelda now, supposedly.
I keep seeing all these live action stuff that they're supposedly doing, and I don't know how many of them are real, how many are fake. Like I saw one for Kingdom Hearts the other day that they're going to live action Kingdom Hearts, and if there's not a real life duck playing Donald, I'm gonna be
Donald
mad.
Duck.
Yes, if it's not a real duck, I might boycott it.
The one I saw that cracked me up is now that Deadpool's in the MCU is technically Disney.
Yes,
I want that crossover.
Kingdom Hearts and Deadpool.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Yes.
I'm fine with that. I am
I am
100%.
perfectly okay with it.
That would be hilarious. Yes.
Go on to your next one, sir.
Oh wait, no, is it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just did Star Fox. My bad.
Yeah, done
I
Star
got I got
Fox.
lost, man. I got
I'm
lost.
kind of rushing us along because we're already half an hour in and we're not even down to like 5 down out of our 10.
Terrible. We suck at this, but I love it.
I'm rushing us along.
So this came out not too long ago. I absolutely love this game series. Tales of Arise. This is such a great story. This game is so fantastic. And one of my favorite voice actors, he does Inosuke off of Demon Slayer. His name is Bryce Preppenbrook, if I said that right. He does Law, one of the playable characters you can get. And that makes the game 20 times better. But the story and how it grabs you and builds this, like, you fall in love with the characters. And oh, when I beat this game, I almost cried. Like, I had a single tear. That's it. But it was there.
Single tear. No
Single
sobbing.
tear. It was
So
just
no
ooh, man.
sobbing like I did for Arthur Morgan.
Yes,
Okay, good to know.
and it had a great ending. Like the game wasn't a sad ending; it was a fantastic ending. And I was more sad that it was done, and it hurt that I had finished it.
I get that. I get that way with certain games.
Like I almost didn't beat it just so I could have that joy of knowing I could go back and finish it, and then like play 5 more minutes of it, and then not finishing it, so I could be like I always have that constant feel. And they released DLC for it, but I haven't tried it yet.
Well, see, and I get that. That game's been on my wish list. I've been every time it goes on sale, I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. But it's one of those games I want to own physically, so I keep putting it off.
Man, I think it goes for like $20, and that's way too good of a deal for that game. Like I love it.
I'm cheap. I don't know if you know this or not. And sometimes I'm just like $20 is too much, even though I have the means to afford it. I'm just like, like I'm trying to save money right now. What am I saving money for? I have no idea. But
$20 is $20.
That's true. A lot of the extra money I get from like comedy shows, I usually put towards my collection. Actually, that's usually what I do.
I don't blame you.
Anywho, I'm pushing this along because we got to get down to 5 and I'll be okay. How many am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. Okay, we got to push. My next one is actually probably, I won't say my all-time favorite, but one of my favorites from childhood. I really wish they would do a remake of it or release a direct sequel to, and that's Donkey Kong 64.
Yes.
I
Please.
I love this yellow cartridge.
Yes.
This was such a staple of my childhood. I could go on for an hour talking about this game. Um, it was a great platformer. There were several different characters that you could play as. It wasn't just Donkey Kong. It wasn't just Diddy. I mean, everybody was there. Cranky Kong. I can't remember all of them. Oh no. There was
Tiny Kong
Cranky.
and Chunky
Uh,
Kong.
yeah. And Crazy Kong, which was the
Lanky Kong.
orangutan.
Yeah, he was
Lanky
Lanky
Kong.
Kong. Yep.
Yes, I loved Lanky, and then you had the whole rap, the
Oh
DK
man,
rap.
God, the rap, the
That
joy that would
was,
bring me.
oh my god, that was amazing. That is still one of my all-time faves.
That's one. Yeah, they need to do something with that game. Bring it back. I don't even care if it's just a remake. Like, it doesn't even have to be a part 2. Just give me a remake, and I would be happy. Alrighty, my up. Yeah, let's see here. We'll talk about this one. So, anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Digimon fan, and this is probably my favorite Digimon game of all time. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon.
Yes. This is just, if you are into RPGs, turn-based, and you like Digimon and you haven't played this yet, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to buy this. This is just fantastic in every way. The story's solid, the gameplay's fantastic, all the different Digimon you can get, even better. And then they have a sequel to it, which is, well, not a sequel, but it follows like in the same timeline as the first game's happening, and it has more Digimon. I just like the story of the first game better.
Fair enough.
But they need to do a third one.
I see they've done Digimon Survive, and they said that's the last Digimon game.
Oh, really? I've heard different. I've heard that it was the next one that they're working on is a Digimon World Series.
Maybe it's the last one out of that series of Digimon.
Because they do it different. Like, so like Digimon World. So they did they did Digimon World. They did Cyber Sleuth, and then Hacker's Memory, and we're supposed to be getting the next one in it is supposed to be a Digimon World, and then they're supposed to be doing a third Cyber Sleuth series. Survive, I guess, was just like off brand. And it was good.
Nice.
I love Survive. I had a blast with Survive. But I'm just like, I'm a little bit biased, though, because I love Digimon.
I didn't grow up with Digimon, so like, I've never played any of the games or watched the show. I'm a little behind in that aspect. But it is something on my list that maybe one day I'll check out. But it's...
The Digimon Cyber Sleuth games, if you like traditional turn-based RPGs, just for that reason alone, it is amazing. It is fantastic.
All right, my next one is pretty famous. It is gone on to create world tournaments. There are many tryhards in this game. Oh, you don't know. You don't know. You've already. I'm surprised you don't.
I think I do, but I don't want to say it. Oh,
Super Smash Brothers. And honestly, is it the best Smash Brothers out there? No, we obviously know that Melee is the definitive Smash Brothers game, right?
Careful. You don't want to get that argument in the comment section.
You're right. It's obviously Smash Brothers for the Wii. That was the best one.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna get everybody mad. Well, guys, it's been nice. It's been fun.
If we lost a subscriber there, I completely understand. No, but you know, it was once again, it was the start of something new. It was something we never suspected. And the fact, once again, they let, and this was Hal's Laboratory that done this, that they let them create a fighting game with Nintendo characters. That was unheard of at the time. And it's gone on to be quite successful. And I probably have bought and played every single one of them. The Wii, I actually didn't enjoy at all.
Really?
Mostly because, well, you know, motion controls and my like cerebral palsy. So trying to do like the fights and like the way that, you know, the Wiimote and the nunchuck were set up, it was just not feasible for me with everything I had going on. which I
I get
know
it.
you could have the gamepad, but my parents were poor, so we were just lucky to have the Wii.
I feel you there.
So that one was not my favorite. I stuck with the one on the GameCube for a long time. And then I don't think I played the Wii U one that much. I played it once after school. And like I'm not try hard. I play the game casually. I enjoy
Yeah.
it. But he got mad at me because I kept spamming the Falcon Punch move because I thought it was hilarious. And he's like, "Dude, all right, dude, you gotta stop spamming that move. You're hitting me." I'm like, "All right, whatever, dude."
It's working.
He was, which I get it. We were in esports club at that time, so he was trying to actually be competitive, and I'm over there like Falcon Punch,
Every 5
Falcon
seconds.
Punch. Yeah,
Or actually, the first one I played was I played the N64 one, but the one that really grabbed me was the one for the Wii. But I used the GameCube controller, and that one was by far my favorite. For like, I still that one just nostalgia reasons is my favorite.
I never knew you could use the GameCube controller.
Yeah. Oh, you had to have like one of the original Wii's that you used the GameCube had the GameCube slot inside and would play GameCube games, and it was compatible with it.
How did I not catch that?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I used on it all the time.
If I hadn't known that, I probably would have enjoyed the Wii version better then.
Yeah, yeah, and like just the way it played and like it was just fantastic. I put hours upon
Which,
hours into that.
in my defense, people, before everybody starts like, "Oh my God, how did he not know that?" When that came out, I was probably what 9, 10 years old.
Yeah, that came out. True. It's been a
Yeah,
while. The
yeah, it's
Wii's
been a
gone.
while.
Yeah.
I was quite young. Okay, so
Yeah. You're a young buck.
I was a young buck. Yes, yes, that's the one to describe me, sir. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure how to respond to that. Like, I don't think I was ever a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a
if
young
anything,
a young Perry Manis. How's that sound? Is that how
praying
you do?
mantis. That's great. That means I get murdered after I get laid. That's awesome.
Basically, you sell your soul almost.
That's honestly, hey, you know what? That works.
Yeah.
All right.
Instead of
Some
taking
would
your
say
head, they just take your paycheck.
this video gets flagged. I'm murdering you. If this video,
That's my
if
end
this,
goal.
it,
It's to see
that
how
was
long
the
we
end
can
goal.
survive.
That was the end goal. You could have told me this months ago. Anywho, on to my next dirty, no good for nothing.
Is it your go again? Or is it me? You just did Super Smash. You're trying to skip me again.
I'm bad. Okay, listen, we derail and then I get sidetracked. We got 20 minutes though. We got to push this. Come on.
I'm trying. You keep distracting me. Okay, my next one is Monster Hunter Worlds. It's fantastic. You basically just fight giant dragons, kill them, take their skin, make it armor and weapons, and then repeat. And it's just this is humanity in a game. This is what we've done for the past hundreds of thousands of years, and it's great. I love this game.
I love that game. That game is phenomenal. I am so excited for WoWs, and they just announced it's going to be a day one PC release. So I'm super, super, super hyped.
Oh, so it's coming out on PC first before you guys do everything else? Or
Day
no,
one. No.
bad.
Day one which means it's seamless. It's not going to be like
Yeah.
GTA 6 where it's like, yeah, it's going to be on console. What about PC? We hate you.
Yeah, you have to wait a year. No, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Oh, we have to play it together, man. We'll have to dive into that
for
one.
sure. For sure. No, I probably will pick up a copy for the 5 and the PC. So for sure, I will totally get into that. All right.
Yeah.
My next one is Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, such a great game.
Fantastic game. And I will argue, and here we go. This one that's really going to start the controversy. I would rather play Diddy Kong Racing over Mario Kart any day of the week.
Oh, I agree with you. It's just a lot more to it. It's not just racing. There's like you fight bosses. You have all these different vehicles.
Absolutely.
Now, I will say I would rather play the new Mario Kart 8 for like the Switch.
Oh yeah. No, but, for sure. I would rather play that but if you gave me the option on Nintendo 64,
which one?
What racing game I would play? It's Diddy Kong all day long.
Yeah, amen. No questions asked. And I think anybody who says differently is lying to themselves and have
they're just I have issues.
And that's why
Anyway,
maybe we're the ones in the wrong.
that's what it is.
Alrighty. My next one. Let's do this one. Marvel Spider-Man.
Oh, yes.
Yes. This
Yes.
game is fantastic. I bought the collector's edition of this, and it's just I platinumed it. It was such an amazing game. They did, and it's from my favorite gaming company, Insomniac, and it's like everything they touch, I just fall in love with, and that game speaks for itself. It was beautifully done.
Absolutely. Insomniac is such a great developer, number one.
They
Number
are.
two, the story in it's different from any other Spider-Man. It's not tied to a movie. It's not tied to a comic book. It's its own story. It stands on its own. It is phenomenal. I love it. The sequel was even better. It's just
Oh,
ah,
and the amount of detail they put in this game. I know when it first came out, a guy took a picture of the screen on the game and then looked out his window and posted the same picture side by side, and it was literally the same exact view. Like he was like,
yeah.
did you come to my house and saw me?" Like it was literally side by side comparison,
It
the
is a
exact same thing.
very faithful version of New York.
Yeah,
I
they've
can't remember.
done. It was fantastic. I mean, it deserves all the praises it gets.
It does. There's a lot of work, but you can tell there was also a lot of love put in there, and you can tell there was a lot of Marvel fans as well.
I cannot wait to see what they do with Wolverine, and that I'm so excited.
I am so excited for Wolverine because Wolverine, and I need to play X-Men Origins because that game I've been told is phenomenal. I have it. I haven't touched it.
You need to. It's solid.
I played it once and I think I died, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this for now, and I never got back to it. And I need to. It's on my list. Yeah, I would be back by now. I'll respawn. I've seen the movies. I know how this works. All right. Let's see. Which one do I want to go with? We'll save my. Okay, so we're getting into my bread and butter for Nintendo 64, in my opinion.
Okay.
The must-haves. All right, first one was the first game ever released for the console. It was actually packaged with it when it came out in 1996.
Oh man.
Super Mario 64.
I knew it.
Find the generation. Well, I mean, I did give a lot of detail.
You did. You gave it away kind of early.
I did. But it defined a generation of platformers. It was, at its time, completely unheard of. And it's just incredible for a cartridge, a game that came out almost 30 years now.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a phenomenal game, and it's people still play it to this day. The game's done quick. There's always someone there every year that does a speed run. And every year, I'm amazed by how much people have played this game and know every inch and can get through these levels so quickly. Honestly, I wish I had that skill, but the only skills I have is drinking and making
Crying.
jokes.
Oh.
Well, I mean, crying's there, but like, it's not a skill. Everybody can cry.
Yeah, but you do
Not crying. That is true. I'm a very passionate person.
You make me cry with how passionate you are when you cry.
Hold on, there's about to be some tears. Don't you worry, bud.
Get me started. No, just the fact that game still holds the value it holds. This many years have gone by. It's wild. It's just shows how good it is.
Yep.
All right, my next one. I got this one. Not a lot of people are going to agree with me one probably, but I loved it. It's Fairy Tail. This is just a grid-based, turn-based RPG, and you get all these crazy characters. Know nothing about the anime. Never watched it. Absolutely love this game though, and just it grabbed me. It's so much fun.
I've never watched the anime, but I've heard it's okay. And then they just announced a sequel too, and people were just
excited.
Like,
I'm so excited.
Beat 'em ups. I know he's probably not watching, but we'll discuss. We'll mention them. But Beat 'em ups done a thing where he was like doing the Nintendo Direct. He was like reacting to it, and he was just like, he's like, "Woo, Fairy Tail 2." Like,
yeah, dang. Like most people will probably look at it and be like, I don't need that. When I grabbed it, because I'm really big in those styles of games, I grabbed it and I was like, I know nothing about it, put it in, and I didn't stop playing it until I got the Platinum Trophy. And I enjoyed every moment of the game. It was so much fun. Like, nice. I loved it. And the story had me. I have no idea what's going on, why we're doing the things we're doing, except from the story, because it follows the anime at a certain point. So, no idea what's happening up to that point. Just know what happened in the game. And I was like, this is awesome. This is great. I'm having a great time.
Absolutely. Well,
You're
on
good.
to my my next one, I've already discussed this before multiple times on the podcast, but I'm a huge Zelda fan. I love Zelda. I haven't bought that Lego set they just announced, but I mean, I'm pretty like I got the Zelda Switch. There's a Zelda Nintendo 64. I'd own it too. I mean, I honestly would if I could find a Zelda 3DS for a recent price, I would buy it too. Like I
Oh, I agree.
love Zelda. So my next mention is Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, and you can see it's the holographic cart.
If I'm not
Oh, I
mistaken,
love that.
that's the common one out of the N64 ones. That's the one with the holographic cart like that is the easier to find than the one without it. Unless that's changed. I don't know if it still is, but I've been told that one was kind of the more widely
I
used
thought
these things.
I thought the holographic was more valuable.
I could be completely wrong. I haven't looked it up. I just remember watching something a while ago, like, and it was because you have a not for resale card of it that goes for insane
Oh
amount of money.
yeah,
Then you have one
yeah.
that doesn't have the holographic cart to it, and I've heard that one's actually harder. Less copies of that were made than the one with the holographic cart. And again, I could be talking straight up my booty, but I'm almost positive that's the case.
Oh my god. Hold on. DK Oldies right now has $120, and I can't tell if it's the holographic cart because it's just a picture.
Yeah, DK Oldies doesn't. I mean, I don't
That's the
have nothing wrong.
standard. The standard is 120. No, they're just selling it at 120. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, oh no, the game's gone up.
Yeah. My god. I'm kind of glad
Have
I
you seen
bought
the
it.
price for Deadpool?
No.
Deadpool games since the movie came out for the PS4 is going for. I've seen people selling it, trying to sell it for like $200, $300.
I mean, hey, that's
Yeah,
nice.
and it's always
Always.
been worth about $60, $70, and it's already jumped up to
Yeah.
like 126.
Well, because Activision lost the rights, so
Yeah,
like that game
it's
is
not
no
even on the
longer
store.
available digitally. The only way you can play that game is if you own a physical copy, and this is why I press to people even now. Like, if a new game is coming out and you love it, and you know you're going to love it, just do yourself a favor, buy it physically. Yes, I understand it's easier to download at home. I do. I totally do. Every time I download a game sitting right here and it's just ready for me, that's awesome. And I do love that. But here's the thing. It can go away at any point.
It's a key. You're buying a key
Yep.
to a door,
Yep.
and they can take that key away at any time.
Yep. And you know, like with the PlayStation Plus, I have tons and tons of games from PlayStation Plus that I have, and I do enjoy the free games. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong, but they can take those away. All I gotta do is stop paying for my subscription. I no longer own those games.
Or if PlayStation Plus ever they decide they're done with it.
Exactly. Or you know, like they just do away with the PS5, which I know that's years out, but like, you know, when we're 30 and they've done away with the PS5, then
That kind
it's
of
going to
hurt.
be.
I'm 28. 30's 2 years away. I hope they're not done with it in 2 years.
When I'm like 30 something.
God, I hope I have a little bit longer with it.
I forget that we have such a significant age. Well, it's not significant. It's only like 4 or 5 years, but like.
Still, man, ooh, make me feel old over here. Back in my day, I had a 5.
All right, Grandpa. Choose your. I'm getting tired of this, Grandpa.
I don't care.
Yeah, you didn't get that reference either.
That was Hose, wasn't it?
Oh my God, he got it! Yeah. Oh my God!
Yep, I know that one.
Oh my God! Hold on! This is a sound effect. Yeah, here we go. Come on! Oh, damn it! It's not playing. There we go.
I've seen that movie. That's one I've seen. Proud of it.
Oh, I'm so proud of you right now.
Yeah, doesn't he say I don't? Well, no, he says something. He says, "Well, that's too." Yeah, my bad.
That's too. Because I've already used up our swear words. All right, I apologize because I think I said the D word there a minute ago.
Bad word.
I said a bad word. We'll have to bleep it out or something. But no, put a sound effect over it. But he says that's too dang bad. We'll put it that way. That's the PG way of doing it. And
too dang bad.
You keep digging. All right, go ahead with your next one. We got 10 minutes here, so.
Oh, we got this. My next one is going to be Dragon Quest XI. Such an amazing game. So good. If you like traditional RPGs, this is fantastic. They did a definitive edition that comes with like more DLC. I haven't bought that yet just because I haven't found it for a cheap price since I've already got the game. But this hooked me a ton, and I loved every minute of it. Didn't beat it, but really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it.
That was short.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
No, it's solid,
next
though.
one.
If you get a chance, play it. It's seriously, it's worth every moment. It's a long game though. Be ready to put some hours into it because it's huge, but it's so good.
All right, on to the next. We probably have, because we have an hour and 15. We have like 15 minutes we can play with.
Well,
But I am
so
trying
now
to keep it. That's not what I meant, JP. I'm just saying, like, you can ham it up a little. You can ham up a
Just
little.
a little bit.
We got to stay on course. I got 2 games left. I know you have your honorable mention.
Yep.
So let's go on with my next one. Again, I probably shouldn't have done these next to each other, but Ocarina of Time. I prefer it over Majora's Mask because I feel like it gives you more freedom. Do what you need to. Majora's Mask is the reason I suffer from anxiety. Honestly, it's probably the reason I need to see a therapist.
Amen. Just the moon.
The moon coming down. You only have 3 days. Okay, I went the wrong direction, wasted 5 minutes. Now I have to play this song to go back in time. Okay, that's great. I'll just kill myself.
Solve all my problems.
Yeah, it's completely. It's brutal. And like that's one Zelda game. Majora's Mask I've never fully played, and I want to. I do. I hear me out, people. I do, but I want to find a definitive guide that I can just read through real quick after I read it, then go through and do what I need to. Right. And I'm getting there.
I have been keeping an eye out for you, and I have not been able to find one.
I actually found, which they may frown upon this, but I cannot find a copy. So I found a PDF online that somebody had, like, I don't know, photocopied or just made digitally. And I think it was like, I bought it. It was fairly cheap. And I used it for Ocarina of Time. I actually need to go through and finish it. Ocarina of Time on my 64. My problem is where it came out on the 3DS, and the 3DS is like the definitive edition. Yeah. It's like really hard for me to decide which one I want to do.
I forgot it came out on 3DS. I have it on the 3DS too. It's such a solid game.
Yeah, and the 3DS version is really. I wish they would convert it over to the Switch. They have the ability to do it. Just do it, Nintendo. Please do it in a double pack with that Majora's Mask. We'll be happy. We'll shut up for once.
It would sell. They would make money. There's no way it wouldn't hit the goal. Yeah,
millions. Listen, the Switch has outsold the PS4. It's outsold the Xbox One. It is the most popular console. And it's because of those titles. And I'm telling you right now, if they've done that double pack, it would make millions.
I don't get why they don't.
You want to hear a crazy idea? You want to hear a crazy idea? You ready to hear the mad scientist? Do what they done with 3D All-Stars. Make it a limited time edition thing and watch it sell like hotcakes.
Oh, dude. 3D All-Stars now is over $100.
I know.
You can't find it's. And I mean, give it to us for like 6 months. Let it be in stores. Let it be stocked. Don't let it be hard to find. Stock every store with enough copies that we don't have to worry about selling out for the first like 2-3 months. And I guarantee you will hit your sales quota and more for that 6 months is up.
And here's the thing. And this one's kind of wild. All right. So my cousin is really into Mario, and he really likes my 3D All Stars, but he is 4. No, he's 5. He's 5. He'll be 6 this year, and he loves it, and he wants to take it home. And that's like the one game I won't let him take to his house. Nope. Because if it disappears, I cannot replace it.
Yeah, it'd be almost not impossible. You can, but you gotta pay money for it, and it's
I know, and that's where I'm at. Like if he loses, like I think he has my copy of Minecraft right now for the Switch. If he loses that, I can replace that. That's no big deal.
Yeah, $20-$30.
My copy of Luigi's Mansion, I'll let him borrow. Lose that, no big deal. But that one's not leaving the house, buddy. I love you so much, but no.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
All right, we're in the final stretch. Let's see your honorable mention.
This one's actually, I got one more game before my honorable mention.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So this is probably one of my favorite. Like this is in my top 3, just because I played through the whole game with my mom, and that meant so much to me. But it's Final Fantasy VII Remake. I
Yes.
absolutely love this game. I know it's not the like. I know it's a linear game. I know they held your hand. I know all that, but I can't express how much I truly love this game. And I have the new one, Rebirth, and I've been playing through it with Chastity just because things have been kind of crazy. But I plan to play through that one with my mom as well, and I just can't wait. But 7 Remake is just, oh my god. Just, oh my god. Such a
Can,
great
can,
game.
can I make a controversial statement real quick?
I'll smack you.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad
Okay,
thing.
what you
It's
got?
really not. I've not played the remake yet. I'm actually playing through the original right
I
now
need to
because
do
they
that.
told me they said play the original to compare it. That one's the remake's like the movie. The original is like the book. So they said play through that first and then do that. So I've been playing that, thoroughly enjoy it so far. I'm in. I think I just busted Aerith out of the thing, out of the
Okay,
where she was like captured.
gotcha.
And I liked it. I like where I'm at. I need to continue playing it. I know it's like 50 hours though, so I'm like, good God. Anywho, but the thing of it is, not every game has to be open world.
Yeah,
Let me
I
say that
agree.
a little bit more. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. Not every game needs to be this 100-hour open world game. No, give me a linear level. Like that's what I loved about The Last of Us is every level I beat it and it was done. Like if
Yep.
I missed something, I could go back, sure, but it wasn't like I had to go to this gigantic open area and search for this person. Like it held your hand, it tells you where you need to go.
Yes.
That's great. In a narrative, that's what I want. Do I like my open world games? Absolutely. I love
Oh yeah.
Elden Ring. I love Breath of the Wild. I love Tears of the Kingdom, even though I've not beaten Tears of the Kingdom yet. It's been a year. My God.
God.
Anyway, but
No,
it's not every game has to be this open world 100-hour game. Like, and that's okay. We want that.
it's fine. Like 20
Yeah.
hour games, 30-hour games, perfect. I don't have as much time as I used to be able to play a 100-hour game
Yep.
and get all my enjoyment out of it before
Yep.
the next game comes out. I have jobs, I have responsibilities. Like, I can't sit down and do that.
No.
You give me a 20-hour game, that's much more achievable, especially nowadays. Way more cheap. I can probably beat that and get my money's worth out of it easily.
Absolutely. And like people always argue like the price to time ratio. Like why am I paying $70 for a 30-hour game?
Because
Okay,
it's good.
and there's part of that argument I understand. I do. I understand you don't want to pay $70 for a game that's not going to take up a lot of your time. But number two, you need to realize how expensive it is
To make them.
to make a AAA game like that. It's not
Yep. And
cheap developing games. It
not
is a
just take the
very
development out of it, marketing, advertisement.
yes,
That
all
alone
of
costs
that.
money.
It's very expensive and it takes a lot of money. It's like that's why when everyone looks at a film, they're like, why is this $200 million to create a film? Because you got to think it's not just paying actors. You're paying for cameramen. You're paying for sound engineers. You're paying for people to help the sound engineers. Like, I mean, it's a whole thing. Like,
That you
there's
don't
so many
see.
things that you don't see. Like, go watch a behind the scenes of one of your favorite games and look how many people are there. They're doing motion capturing. They're doing all this stuff. Like, it is a very, I hope that didn't mess up my sound too much, but that it's a very extensive process. It's not easy.
No, it by far. And so paying, I don't care to pay that much for a game if I'm going to enjoy the game. Now, if it's
Yeah.
something I know I'm not going to enjoy, I'm not paying 60, $70 for it.
Yeah.
If it's not something I'm super excited about, I'm not
And
paying that much for it.
and here's the problem. If you have a problem paying for a $70 game, wait for it to go on sale.
Yeah.
Like that's just the point. That's the bottom dollar.
Yep. Easy. And it goes on. Games don't stay that price unless it's Nintendo. Nintendo usually keeps their
Yeah.
prices pretty high, but PlayStation, Xbox, if it's a AAA game, it's usually in sale 3 months easily.
Yep.
It takes no time, especially if the game's not selling.
Absolutely. Now, I guess we'll get my I guess we'll do my. Well, no, you have your honorable mention. Do you
Yeah,
want to go ahead and do that, and then
yeah,
we'll do our
yeah.
final?
So the old lady made me bring this one over. This is probably one of her favorite games of all time. We've been trying to play through it. We have not got all the way through it yet. She's beaten it multiple times. I told her I'd talk about it. I'm not a horror game person. They scare me. I'll admit it. But it's called The Evil Within, and
I've seen
I've
gameplay on this.
I love it so far. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big horror fan, but I really enjoy the game, like, for what it is. It's different. It's my biggest thing with horror games, I don't like being chased. Don't chase me. Like that I don't like that. This game doesn't give me that feeling. And I mean, and just playing it with her, she'll have like a GAD because I like to get the trophies and stuff. So like she's telling me where like missable stuff is and like how to try to get all the trophies in one playthrough. So we had a blast playing it. We fell off of it, and she lets me know about that every day. But it's a fun horror game. Like I really enjoy it. She absolutely loves it. So if you're into that style and you haven't played it yet, check it out. I'm almost positive you won't be disappointed.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you can play a horror game with like a friend,
Yeah.
that I feel like makes it 20 times better.
Well,
in my
see,
opinion.
and that's the thing is I was playing Resident Evil 2 with one of my buddies, and like he got mad at me because I started to play and I was like trying to figure out this part and I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, "Here, do you mind taking a shot at it real quick?" And I handed it to him, and then he proceeded to play for like an hour, and I didn't say anything because like I don't care, right? I'm just there, right? And he's like, "All right, I'm turning this off." And I'm like, "Why? We're playing this." And he's like, "Well, I'm the only one playing." And I'm like, "You didn't say anything." He's like, "Well, you didn't ask for it back." I was like, "I'm not going to."
I want you to play. I'm not as scared when you have the controller.
Yeah. God.
I can enjoy it more. It's like a movie now.
Absolutely.
And that's what else. Horror movies I can watch. They don't bother
yeah,
me.
for sure.
Games though, completely different level.
Nope.
Completely different.
Yep, for sure. For sure. All right. On to my final game.
Oh man.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
I knew it.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. That is like by far my favorite game for the Nintendo 64.
Such an amazing game.
There is so much humor pumped into it. Like, guys, if you enjoy humor in a video game, you owe it to yourself to play Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Especially dark humor.
Oh, yes. It is legit. If you like Family Guy,
you'll love it.
You'll love it. You'll love Conker's Bad Fur Day. If you're on the Xbox, you can play it on Rare Replay now, which is honestly, I won't say it's the best way to play it. In my opinion, it's on the 64. That is the best way to play it.
It's like $100 on the N64, which sucks.
Right. Or you can buy Rare Replay for like $10 or Game Pass. So
the only issue with Rare Replay is they make it on that time. Like you have the screen in the middle and it's black, and that ruins it. I cannot get into it, which I have it for the N64, so I can just pop it in and play it. But I feel like it controls better on the N64. I've never played the original Xbox version, but it's censored a little bit. Like it's not, and I don't like that.
Yeah, no. If you want the raw, like straight up how Conker Bad Fur Day was released, Nintendo 64, go for
100%.
I'm surprised Nintendo allowed it, but it's still great.
They need to bring it back. They need to give us another Conker.
It's a missed opportunity. Like if they would bring it back, and I mean, because dark humor is more relevant today than it was before.
Yeah. Oh, it would. Could you imagine Conker's on the Switch? I would be the happiest person in the world.
Well, and they now have that Nintendo 64 rated M series, and I'm waiting for them to put it on the Switch Online. Because when that happens, I may finally buy the subscription just to see how it's like.
I would, just for that alone, because that's just such a great game.
That and sir.
Donkey Kong N64 are my two top N64 games.
For sure. All right, sir. Here it is. The final game. What is it? What's in the bag?
What you got?
Oh, this is yours.
Oh, that was my last one.
Oh, you're out?
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. I went first, remember? Final Fantasy VII was my last one.
Oh, that was? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were doing there. I was like, I can grab something off the wall, but it won't be PS4.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wasted it. So we're done. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We're through.
So, yeah, this is awkward now.
Yeah. Should I call somebody? No. But no.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. But, when in Rome,
explore. I don't know.
Find something profound to say at the end of your podcast.
Amen. Guys, please vote. In the comments, let us know what your favorite N64 games, PS4 games are. And you feel like it's something we need to play, please let us know.
Yeah,
we are collectors, but we are gamers first.
Of course.
We just we want to interact with you guys. We want to know what's these games you're playing. If you're excited about something, if there's something you need us to just go and heck, if you think there's a game that me and Jacob need to play together in video and post, let us know. Like we
Yeah,
will have a blast.
we've been I've been wanting to like sneak peek to something we were doing, but we've discussed it before. We've discussed us suggesting a game for one of us to play that we've never played before.
Yep.
I already know what I'm picking for you to play. I don't know what you're. Actually, I do know because the way you're looking at me right now.
You know which game you're playing. It's gonna be the
Oh,
greatest time ever.
oh my God! I'm
It's
gonna
gonna be
play the
fantastic.
My Little Pony game.
Yeah, My Little Pony.
So, anyways, the great thing about this is we can share. I can share my screen with the software, so we can record our stuff and actually put it with the podcast, and that way you guys can see us play. We can have live reactions to what we're playing. So we will. I mean, we're totally down to do that for sure.
Yeah.
If you guys have some suggestions for us, we're totally down to do that as well. Just let us know in the comments section.
We are just having fun with this. Like
We are.
we have no
We're
clue what we're doing. We're just
yeah,
talking.
for sure. If you haven't figured that out by now, but I will tell you this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much. We're derailing one final time today. All right. I need to know why you think your game room is haunted, and we're leaving on this. I just want to be clear.
So there's been a couple crazy things. The craziest thing that's ever happened to me though, I'm in this room. This used to be my old bedroom. This is my game room at my mom's now. I was in my bed and everybody had left that morning, so I was home alone and I just woke up. Everybody was already gone. So I grabbed my PS2 and I went downstairs. And there's actually it might have been my PS3. It was either my PS2 or my PS3. And I went downstairs and started playing Kingdom Hearts on it because this room sadly doesn't have the best heating and cooling. Well, there's a shower up here. No one was home but me. Come back upstairs and the shower is on full blast. Like, I mean, it is full on. Just turn around and walk downstairs. There's been times where doors have closed on me. My door to the bedroom doesn't have a doorknob on it. I did that on purpose, just so people can't barge in my room. They have to use a pair of scissors to get in it. That door has opened. There's been times where like I would have a pair of shoes on the floor and they would flip up and move. Like, this is no joke. This is all stuff I have witnessed, and I've never confirmed it, but there's something here. There has to be. But no, there's definitely something. Like, stuff has happened enough where it's been like a topic. Like, hey, something's in this house, and this house is old. It's like over, I think, like I don't even remember. I think it was built in like when was it built? 1800s something.
Wow.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe early 1900s. Like, I know these houses have been here. Like, the apartment that I live in, the first governor of West Virginia, I think, lived there or something like that. Way it was explained to me, like some high profile of like being the first something lived in the apartment for the longest time.
The apartment you're in right now?
Yeah, the apartment I live in now. I had to get comfort. Like, I'll find out what it is. So in the next podcast, I can like confirm it.
Yeah,
and
we'll
tell you which
definitely
one.
dive into it a little bit more.
But yeah,
Like, that's
someone big from West Virginia lived in the apartment, and then it used to be like a dentist office. So like there's like some like so in my apartment, there's this thing above my dining room that has a bell to it, and you would ring the bell to kind of summon like a butler or something, and it's connected to this house. It doesn't work no more, but you would ring it, and they would come over, and yeah.
okay. So what you're saying is you lived in I guess the servants' quarters,
Pretty much,
where they ring the bell and then they have to come like prepare food or something, whatever.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of the bell and send it to you. But yeah, it's just a little bell. You ring it, and it would notify. Like I said, everything to it's non-functional. I've tried. I tried to bother my mom so many times with it. It doesn't work. But
That's
yeah,
crazy,
it's really
though.
nitpick. These houses are super freaking old.
Now I just want to tour your house. I want to see if we can find that dead body.
Yeah, I haven't found one. There used to be hobos that lived in my attic. Yeah, my attic was accessible from outside. And when we first moved into the house, they had taken control over it, and they had like this nice little setup up there. It was like a Gucci little hobo paradise.
Nice. Yeah, because you guys like live by that bridge down there.
We live right dead, almost dead center in the city, and it's. Oh yeah, we had to block that off. There was, these houses, like I said, man, they're just super old. Like, my apartment has no insulation whatsoever.
Wow.
So
So it must
everything.
get really cold or warm
Oh,
and what?
oh, dude, it's awful. Like we have an AC unit and like a heater and stuff we use, but as far as like central hair and heat, there's nothing like that.
Wow. Okay, well now we're derailing from the ghost story. So I am
But no, yeah, there's been some crazy stuff. Like there's been I mean, noise. Like you hear people call your name sometimes. That one's wild. I've had that one happen to me, and there'd be nobody home. What's another big one? I I haven't seen it, but my mom has shadow people. Like you'd be looking and you see like a shadow figure of a person. That's happened to her multiple times. So yeah.
I'm
But the
so
craziest one
intrigued
was the
now.
shower. The shower was the craziest one because it's like one of them old. Like you can't like it. You have to. So the way the shower works is you have to turn the knob and then lift up on the faucet to get the shower to come on.
Right.
And it was like all the way turned, all the way on. Like it wasn't like you have. There's no way for it to accidentally do that. And like I said, I was the only one home. I have to walk past the shower to go downstairs. It was not on when I walked downstairs because I used the bathroom. That's how I know it wasn't on. And it was full blast when I came back upstairs, and I was downstairs for probably 5-6 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
That's
wild.
insane.
Yeah, it was
That
wild.
is insane. I now want to go to your game room just to hunt ghosts now.
We can.
Come No, I'm afraid that we'll agitate them and it'll get worse.
Oh, it probably. I mean, as long as they're cool ghosts and they like don't want to bother nobody and just like I don't know, play Scooby Doo or something, I'm fine with
Oh
that.
my god, that'd be awesome. I wish I had a talking dog.
That would be great. I
Ma-
wish I did.
Max,
Yeah,
I would wonder what words Max is saying when he sees you.
dinner. You go good
I
with
don't think
gravy.
it's dinner. I think he's like cursing you or something. I don't know.
Your dog hates me. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know why. I don't
It's
know
the
why.
beard.
I think what it is though is you go immediately like when you would come here, like you run straight to my room. I feel like if you came to the living room and just like sat down for a few minutes, he would eventually come up to you and like warm up to you. I think that's really the problem. Is he
Just
doesn't
getting
get to interact with you.
Yeah, that's 100% probably what it is. Just gotta make friends with them, shake his hand.
Yeah, get a milk bone. But anyways, well, guys, this has been another episode of Xco Gamers.
Thank you so much for checking it out and watching it till the end.
For sure. Yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, I am so proud of you. I wish I could have something to give you, but I don't.
If you've made it to the end of this video, leave a comment with a quote from the Donkey Kong N64 game rap. That's way we know you did.
That way, yes, for sure. For sure.
Please.
All right, guys. Well, my name's Jacob.
I'm JP.
And we'll catch you all in the next one.
Later, guys.